for the first place winner of the Star Experience.
Oh, drum roll!
Now let's get a drum roll!
In the 2015 Star Experience Songwriting Competition, you will receive 12 hours of recording and music production at my studio, and I'm super excited. Can't wait to see who it is.
The Star Experience first place winner is Madison Bell.
Nice roll at the target. They fight back, you'll fight. But this well's out of water. Buried in ashes again. Running senseless down the line. Looking at these pretty scars of mine.
Hey everybody, welcome to eveRIAthing. Today we have a very special guest. If you have been following us since the Star Experience, you know that it was a contest for young singer-songwriters all across BC to have a chance to be heard and get their music recorded, and even a music video, photo shoot, and of course a professional makeover by Suki's Salon Richmond. And today I am here with actually the winner of the Star Experience 2015, Madison Bell! Hi Maddie, how are you?
Good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I like your earrings. They're kind of match.
Thank you.
Oh,
Sort
what's
of.
up? Sort
Half
of.
match.
Half match. That's true.
These are flatter.
Twins.
Yes.
Exactly. So, how long have you been here now?
A few hours.
Yeah.
Just listening to drums, and everyone's like, "Oh yeah, this is good. You need to do the high, whatever it is." And I'm like, "I don't understand drums." They're correcting each other, and I don't get this.
You're kind of just sitting there like a cat that watches a laser.
Yeah, just what is happening?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It sounds the same.
Right? To me, it's just as long as it sounds good, that's all
Yeah.
that matters. So I know that you're here recording your song "Pretty
I
Scars,"
am.
which is your winning song from the competition. Woohoo! Would you like to tell our audience maybe out there about what "Pretty Scars" is about, and maybe what inspired you to write the song?
Pretty Scars is about not being afraid to show the world who you are, and being able to show people that you can make mistakes, you're human, and nobody's perfect.
That's a very, very good message. Woohoo! I love it. Yeah, that extra clap in the back. So, how long have you been writing songs now?
I wrote my first song when I was 5, and my mom was very concerned.
Would you like to tell me a little bit more about that?
She was cleaning my room one day and looked through my songbook, and she came up to me. She was like, "Maddie, are you okay? Are people bullying you at school?"
Oh no.
Because it was so sad. It was like just really depressing for a 5-year-old.
Yeah. The funny thing is, though, it's easier to write sad stuff than it is to write happy
My mom's
music.
always like, "Oh yeah, we were at Disneyland." She's like, "Write about how great it is here." I'm like, "Mom, it doesn't work that
doesn't-
way."
yeah,
She's
that's
like,
so true.
"Write about being at the beach." Yes, sand, water, blue skies, the sun is shining.
California girls, Katy
Yes.
Perry, right?
There's not much you can do with that.
Exactly, that's true.
But if it's like, "My cat died," you can go.
Right.
You can do a little bit more off of that, right?
That's true.
Then
You, like even your
yeah.
goldfish, you have to flush it down the toilet. You can write like
I killed so many fish in my time. I would know.
Yeah, me too. Actually, a funny thing, my pet fish that I had a fish a long time ago, and I think it actually died of obesity because I fed it and I just kind of dumped all the food, feed fishy. I came back and it was upside down, and I was like, oh, Mom, I didn't really know exactly what to do with my fish, and I think after that, my parents never trusted me with any type of living thing ever again. So
My hamster ran away. If that's
no.
if that's a kind of just to show you. Our friends were fish sitting for us, and the fish died.
Oh no.
And they replaced it with one that looked exactly the same, and they didn't tell us for like a week.
Oh jeez.
It was perfect. We didn't know.
Well, it's a good thing it was a
Exactly the
fish.
same,
A dog probably
A
wouldn't
dog
have turned
would be
out
like,
as well. You'd be like, it doesn't smell the same, you know?
It's not calling. It's not coming. Like
Exactly. It's just ignoring me, giving me the shade, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so back on your music before we continue to go back on our fishing
On
road.
pets,
Yes,
yeah.
pet business. I know that you listen to a lot of artists that I also listen to. Because
Yes.
I remember that's how we kind of clicked. We're
Yes.
talking about Fall Out Boy, 21 Pilots, and you know everyone else, and like a lot
Yes.
of rock stuff. But like, how do you take the people that you listen to, and how is that in comparison to the music that you write?
A lot of the stuff that I listen to, so what's on the radio, you hear about a bunch of repetitive nonsense, as I like to refer to it as, but what I listen to, like 21 Pilots, they literally rap just so they can get out everything that they need to say. And I think I used the word insouciant in a song once. And Mom was like, what does that even mean? Nobody knows that word. I'm like, too bad, Mom. You never hear that on the radio. So I kind of use that, like the language, and also like just how it works melodically. It's not repetitive over and over and over again, and it doesn't have like the synth sounds that you normally expect. So
They like
yeah.
the
Yes. There's no bass drop.
Yeah.
No. You can't rave.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. No.
There's always those songs with the really, really long build-ups, and then like
Yeah.
the bass drop is kind of just
pretty much.
right. It's kind of like you're like ah, right? Pretty much.
I was like, no.
Yeah, I totally feel you though. I mean, like a lot of the stuff I listen to too, like a lot of rock, a lot of heavy stuff too, lots of
Billy
punk and
Talent.
alternative. Yes,
Yeah.
Billy Talent. That's the other one that we were just talking about the other
Yeah.
day. Do you like Pretty
I-
Reckless?
No, I've heard of them. I don't really
really
listen
good.
to them. Yeah,
Check them
I was
out.
complaining
They're
earlier
pretty
today
good.
about how it's like I can't play Billy Talent songs. I have no guitar talent.
Me too.
Talent. Sorry. Yeah.
We were just talking about puns. I
Yes,
like it.
puns
I
are
like
great.
it.
Yeah.
What kind of talent do you have? Billy talent. Surprise, surprise. So good. I'm sure if you're watching and you're a fan of Billy Talent, you
Yes.
just got all of that in like 2 seconds.
And rose and butterfly, look at all of these skies. Gray clouds see my heart beat. It's raining rain. Lightning strikes the highest peaks, painted black again. Front and center, down the line. Look at all these pretty stars of mine. Embers and flames, and rose and porcelain. Look at all of these stars of mine. Burnt fingers.
Speaking of the people that influence you, who would you say are your like top 3 influences when it comes to songwriting?
Songwriting, 21 Pilots, certainly for language-wise. For some reason, Adele, when I was younger, I was the biggest Adele fan. Like, I'd watch her concerts online.
Tattoo her name on your forehead.
Yes, basically. And, I don't know, Pink, I think, because she has she's that female kind of rock vibe.
too,
I'm gonna add another one, Paramore.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes. Haley
Haley
Williams
Williams.
is like the bae
Yes,
of all
she's
time.
amazing.
I'm so mad I didn't get to go to Monument Tour because that is
Yeah.
like, that's my life in like an hour and 30 minutes. Like everything that I love showcased in front of
Exactly.
me. Like
Yeah.
Paramore and Fall Out Boy. Like I cry. Like see, this is why I love you so much. We just click when it comes to bands,
Yes.
right? And so if you could maybe sing a duet with anyone, but only one person. Ooh, very tricky.
You can just see, like, no.
Your eyes are just kind of like fear.
Absolute fear.
So if you could
Oh,
do
no.
a duet or collaboration with any one artist, who would it be and why?
I think Patrick Stump is like my child.
Your child.
Patrick Stump is my child, even though he's like 20 years older than me at least.
And has children.
Yes, and has a child and is married. Because he's phenomenal. Or Pete Wentz for lyrics, because he's a poet. Yes, he's
That's
amazing.
true.
But Patrick Stump.
Patrick Stump is wonderful. He's a
Yes.
great example of character
Yes.
development, you know, over the years.
With the bad sideburns.
From the sideburns to the fedora, you
Yes.
Who was
the
that?
punk caps, and I was like,
Oh yeah, those were the days,
Yes.
right?
Oh, totally. So going back to the Star experience, dating back to when you tried out and everything, it's really great to see like people as young as you like really going for it. And you were one of the youngest people that are competing because you're 13 now, right?
Yeah.
And I think that our youngest was Ruby, who like just turned 13. So it was like you right after her. So you guys are like super, super young.
Yeah.
And so what encourages you and inspires you to like really go for your dreams despite being such a young age?
I think I've always had a love of music. In kindergarten, I was like opera all the way. Yeah, basically everyone hated me. I had no friends because I would just be like, opera, yes, let's do this. We're gonna have a concert. Yes, I'd come in, I'd start just like belting. And so I think it started then, and I just loved music ever since. Hannah Montana was my favorite.
Oh, me too.
And I think that's just kept me going ever since I was little, and just my love of music and how it relaxes me, but also stresses me out at times. Yeah.
I feel you. You know, it's funny that you bring up the opera thing because I was also trained classically. So it's you take these two people who were like super, super like hallelujah, hallelujah, right? And then all of a sudden, like, you know, fast forward a couple years later, they're like jamming out, punk rock, right? It's crazy. You know, the first time that I actually saw you perform was at Teen Fest. Like, I don't even remember how long ago that was.
That was quite a while ago.
That was quite a while ago. Yeah. And I remember me commenting like, you remind me so much of me when I was your age. And I feel so old saying when I was your age. Because, you know, you're not that much younger than me. But it's like, it's amazing because it's like, I don't know, it's not just the fact that we had like similar boots. You know,
we had very similar dresses.
We have very
too,
similar outfits. That's very true. We still dress kind of the same.
Yeah, I had a leather jacket with me, but I'm not wearing it right now. So we could have been twins. Jinx.
Now I can't talk. Yeah, but yeah, it's crazy because you remind me so much of me when I was younger and like going out there and stuff, and that like it inspires me because I was like, yes, Maddie, yes, yes. That's amazing. So how do you hope to inspire those who are watching music? Like, what do you want your fans to take away from your stuff?
Believe in yourself. I know it sounds cheesy. Everyone says it, but be true to who you are. That's also really cliche, but don't change who you are as a musician or what music you listen to because of what other people listen to. So everyone at my school is listening to The Weeknd and stuff, and I'm just jamming out like rock music. They're like, what is this? This is disgusting. No, you don't get it. So just stay true to who you are and what you listen to and do your best. It's true.
This is the last time you're gonna see me cry. Dirty lies, darkened skies. The winner of this twisted game deserves no prize. Front and center, down the line. Look at all these pretty stars of mine. Embers and flames, arrows and poison. Look at all of these skies of mine. Front and center, down the line. Look at all these pretty skies of mine. Embers and flames, arrows and poison. Look at all of these skies of mine. Front and center, down the line. Look at all these pretty skies of mine. Embers and flames, arrows and poison. Look at all of these skies of mine.
So, what do you think are the hardest things that you've learned as a singer?
I think it was not singing to everything all the time because I need to save my voice. Before someone would say a word, they'd be like, dance, and I'd be like, dance, dance, just jamming to everything all the time. But also, I think like learning to write songs, it's kind of difficult. That's what a lot of people don't understand. And so you start with something, you're like, oh, this is great, and then you realize how much you hate it, and you're like, let's make this better.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Totally. So going back to, going from writing your songs and then changing your mind about things. Because I know that, as a songwriter, there are times when your genre will change over time. Definitely that happened for me. Have there ever been songs that you've written that you, kind of looked back on, a couple years later, and they're completely different to your style now? And, what was it then that differs from how it is now?
Back then, I was a lot more like, go Adele. There were so many riffs and runs. It was like, oh, the entire thing was that.
Christina Aguilera.
Yes, I am Christina Aguilera Jr. That's what I thought. Yeah. So now it's better, a lot better lyrically, because I know a lot more words now. Yeah. No longer sight words. And it's melodically less repetitive, I think, and I can play guitar. So I actually knew what I was playing, and so that helps a lot.
Totally. I think another thing is that a lot of singer-songwriters struggle to, remember the songs they've written if they don't play an instrument. So what to you are the benefits of playing an instrument while singing at the same time? Same with playing an instrument while songwriting.
I think it's really nice to know how to play guitar or any instrument, and also it really helps because you can kind of mess around with what you're doing more. So if you're doing a cover of a song, for instance, and you want to change it up a bit, that's a lot easier than finding a track and then having to GarageBand it all. So it's really the same with writing your own songs, and
that's pretty cool. And that's like me ending all my science projects. And if you could learn any new instrument, what would it be?
The bass is pretty cool. I'd like to be able to drum.
Yeah.
No coordination.
We got this heated conversation about drumming.
Yeah, and the ukulele. Yeah, I was in Long and McQuaid a few weeks ago. Never played ukulele before. I was Googling The Judge by 21 Pilots. I'm like, I'm going to play this.
Aggressive ukulele planning. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Literally us the other day jamming. Oh, that was a fun time. That indeed was a fun time. So basically, Maddie, here at eveRIAthing, what we do is we do quick fire questions.
Oh dear.
And I have normally we have 10 questions, but we were generous and decided to give you 11 today. Because you were such a
Thank you.
Just love you.
Yes.
So you have 11 questions today.
Fun.
And we're going to give you 40 seconds to answer these 11 questions.
That isn't
just say just say the first thing that pops into your head.
Okay.
Sound good?
This sounds dangerous.
It is pretty dangerous. Hot and dangerous. Favorite food?
Pizza.
Favorite musical?
I don't know. I don't like musicals. I'm
Best
sorry.
Quote.
Sometimes before it gets better, the darkness gets bigger. The person that you take a bullet for is behind the trigger.
Yes, I love that song.
Yes.
Most frustrating time.
Most
frustrating time.
When I have to do homework.
Favorite movie?
Imitation Game.
You love Boots because?
Because I'm not the tallest person.
Same. You like concerts because?
Because it's great to see a musician live, and I'm very judgmental, and if they're bad live, I'm be like, you suck.
Cher is amazing because?
Cher?
Yes.
I don't like Cher.
Ooh.
Sorry.
Friends are cool because?
Because I have very few of them, and there's something I can relate to.
Oh no, we missed 2 questions, but we'll wrap them up anyway. When you're done homework, you?
Sing and play guitar.
Biggest frustration?
Homework, once again.
Same.
Or when I can't think of the right words, it's like,
Oh my gosh, right?
Yes.
Terrifying. Hey guys, so now I'm here with Kai Falk Nielsen, kind of like a blast from the past, because I've known you since
2011 maybe?
Yeah, I think so. It's been a while. You saw me during my my fetus years, as I like to call them.
The budding years.
Yeah, the budding years, the like my little awkward early teen phase. Yeah, but I want to say like thank you first of all for sponsoring the prize package for Maddie here today, and for of course working with us with everything. I mean, like I know that my mom said like when she asked you about it, you kind of like right off the bat was like, yeah, let's go, and like that warms my heart so much. So it's pretty awesome. And so you've been here with Maddie since about like I think 11ish, she said. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. What's it been like working with her?
That's great. We today was all about the drums and just getting the beds of the song laid down and in the way that Maddie really wants, you know. So we were just tossing ideas back and forth, and you know, do you like this hi-hat, this beat? Do you like this fill? All that kind of stuff with the drummer, and yeah, it's great. And her voice is just amazing. So
that's pretty neat. Yeah, she's quite talented. Yeah. What's it like when it comes to actually putting everything together? Like, is there a certain thing that you guys are looking at for the outcome, or are you kind of just gonna go with it as everything's being recorded and see where everything goes, like stem after stem? No, there's definitely a vision. You know, like I don't know if you know the song "Renegade" by Ex Ambassadors. Yeah. But yeah, so that was kind of our I guess our vision of like, here's an idea of what we could do with this song, or inspiration, I should say. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, so we're just kind of looking at what elements of that and seeing what we can borrow from those ideas. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Pretty cool. So she's here because she's the first place winner of the Star Experience. But we're going to do also next year. So for those who are thinking of competing next year, or even just generally people who are starting to get into songwriting or want to like work with a producer in the future, from a producer's standpoint, what do you think makes a song like really good? I think it's both the emotion that you can convey and how your audience receives that and how they connect with that emotion, right? So if what you're singing, if your audience really feels that and is there with you on that journey, that's what it is, you know? And then the passion you put into it, right? Yeah, totally. Yeah. I like that you're also doing like live instruments in session, because nowadays like everything is really easy now that you've got like a keyboard and like a computer. But like what I really love is the authenticity of instruments and tracks nowadays. And so what do you think are the different things and pros and cons between music that is generally like, you know, real and done in the studio, done live, versus things that are electronically made? The pros and cons of both? Okay, let's see. Well, I think there's a certain organic life to real instruments, you know. There's the feel of the player, like you're experiencing those instruments and the part, but you're also experiencing how those players felt and what they put into it, right? Whereas, so if it's a producer just sitting on his keyboard, there is a certain life to how he plays it electronically, but it's not the same as like playing a guitar or hitting a drum, right? Mm-hmm. So and it's way more quantized and all that. There's just less life in it. The pros, I guess, of the electronic part of it is that people can dance to it really easily, always, especially live. It's like it's perfect every time. Yeah. Whereas you get a band might not be good live, and then nobody wants to stay and listen. So a balance. A balance, right? Yeah. Balance. So maybe you mix them both together. I don't know. Totally. So maybe before you go, could you maybe tell our viewers out there where we can find out more about Blue Light Studio and catch up? Yes, you can go to bluelightstudio.ca. We're on Facebook. I think it's Facebook/BLS Vancouver. We're on Instagram at Blue Light Studio. Probably Twitter. We're everywhere. You can find us. Awesome. Well, until then, I will see you next time on eveRIAthing. Bye. Thank you so much. Yay. So once again, we want to quickly say thank you to Kai and Blue Light Studio for sponsoring this lovely prize package for Maddie, and of course supporting the show. And of course, you guys want to make sure that you're up to date with everything, so be sure to follow eveRIAthing and the Star Experience Canada, because we'll be seeing them very soon, and also at the next awards night. But most of all, you want to follow our guests. So Maddie, why don't you tell us out there where we can find you?
Check me out on Facebook at Madison Bell Music. Awkward throat clear.
That's all right. So Madison Bell Music, you know the name of the game. And until then, I will see you next time on eveRIAthing.
I want the song to be good. I want to like the song. I want it to move me emotionally.
What a song needs to have is a hook. a memorable hook. Something that people can relate to, something that's current, you know, that's can cross different genres, boundaries, race, color, creed, you know, all the different things that anybody who, no matter what country they're from, they can relate to.
The STAR experience is a really great opportunity for young people to be able to get in front of mentors and people who are able to steer them in the right direction, help them with the craft of their songwriting, with their singing, with all the aspects that will help their talent grow and flourish, and put them in a position where they're able to have people help them and move them forward.
I think it's both the emotion that you can convey and how your audience receives that and how they connect with that emotion, right? So if what you're singing, if your audience really feels that and is there with you on that journey, that's what it is, you know?
So I think just be genuine and don't you know, force anything. Just be yourself when you're writing your lyrics. Make sure it's genuine, make sure it's real, and it's not contrived and make believe. You know, like be genuine, and I think your fans will connect with that.
And the winner is, for third place,
Richard Tickleman.
Alexis Lind. The STAR Experience first place winner is Madison Bell.